What up? Alright. Uh, we're just gonna get this shit going. Train deck profile. We're about to change the entire build, so I'm gonna show what I've been playing with. It's one, a few locals. If not getting to the finals, the deck's been running incredibly smooth, but it's a really solid build. It's tuned in pretty well, but like I said, I'm getting ready to kind of change the entire build of the deck in a way, or take it in a different direction. So we're just going to do a profile on what I have been playing and put it out there for you guys. So it's kind of similar to the indie list that I was running. There's some different modifications in the side, the extra, and obviously in the main, but a lot of the stuff is still pretty standard. For your normal summons, 3 Pegasus, 2 Night Express Knight. No, we're still playing 3 Derek Crane and 3 Bullet. Standard. This will probably never change. I have been playing 1 Gizmek Orochi just kind of as a spicy tech. You can pitch it off revolving and get free value out of it. Also, it outs Winda if you open it. If your opponent's going first and they end on the Winda, you can special summon this, attack over it, and it's just an easy out to Winda. But no, it's also just a really good extender as well for getting an Anger Knuckle. I was trying it out for a while. I mean, it's not like revolutionary, but it was just something that I've been using and had been finding some utility in. Often it was sided out, but the card's good. It was fun. 1 Gameciel, Kumongus, and then 3 Jizukiru for the Kaiju package. Kaijus are absolutely disgusting this format. If you're playing this deck and not playing Kaijus, I highly implore you to try them. They out so many problematic cards. Honestly, 5, 6, like you probably would be okay playing 6 Kaijus. For hand traps, 2 Droll. This can honestly be changed. This is what I was playing when I went to Indie. Just because I was expecting to see a lot of Spiral and I didn't, and that was quite a while ago, and I literally just haven't changed them out. 2 Ash, and then 3 Infinite Impermanence for the hand trap lineup. Honestly, 3 Ash would be sufficient for 3 Impermanence. Ash is just such a dominant card. It's so generic and hits everything. Droll's not bad, but again, I don't feel like it's like the most crucial hand trap. It still does work. Spells. Triple Revolving, Triple Urgent, still biggest playmakers of the deck as far as your spell lineup. A lot of lists are playing Mystic Mine, and that's cool. It's super broken in this deck. I just haven't succumbed to that yet and sunk that low, but we'll probably, I mean, Nationals, if that doesn't get canceled. Everyone stay safe. Wash your fucking hands. We're playing 3 Desires, 3 Lightning Storm. These are just... Lightning Storm is just so broken. Jesus Christ. Say less. Desires. It says draw 2 on it, and you play 3 of everything in your deck, so it's kind of a no-brainer. We were playing 2 Half Shots, and then 2 Called by the Grave. This card is fantastic, especially with the Kaijus. It doesn't matter if your opponent has 1 monster on the field, it still allows Leave to OTK. What this card does is it targets 1 monster on the field, halves its attack, and it can't be destroyed by battle for the rest of this turn. So it just allows for super cheesy OTKs. It's kind of like limited removal in the sense that it's an attack modifier that allows you to push, but it just does something completely different. It's like the opposite of limited removal, but still the same effect, if you will. But it's a speed duel card. I think it has another printing possibly, but it's super cheap, so pick them up. I got a play set for like $1, if that. But it's just a fun card to check around with. I mean, you can side it out easily, but your opponent, it's just not a line of play that anyone ever sees coming. So going game 1, I mean, you're just trying to cheese the first win super easily. So this card, I mean, just enhances that. That's the main 40, I think. I'm like 99, 100% sure. Extra Anger Knuckle, Pentastag, Genius, Nightmare, Phoenix. You never make these unless you need to. I don't know. You just never make them. BLS because it's like the best generic rank or Link 3. I always say rank 3. Link 3. Borolo Dragon. You don't. You literally. This is it. 1 Dora, 2 Gustav, 2 Leap, You can play 2 of this, I guess. A lot of people play 2. You don't really need to play. I mean, you got to play 1 Sky Palace. Play 1 Sky Palace. This card's good. With Derek Rain, it like pops 2, and it can burn for 1,000. So when your opponent uses instant fusion and puts themselves down to 7,000, you can still OTK. Card's fantastic. Galaxy, Dyson Sphere, and Shekinaga. This is never used, but goddammit, like it's a 5,000 beater that's a Harpy's Feather Duster. Like it's got to come up at some point, right? And then this is really good. It's 3 level 10 monsters, and it's 3,600. You can burn your opponent, but it also attacks a monster and attaches that material, so it outs like shit like Abramax, which this deck can't really do unless you have a Kaiju. Sometimes you don't always draw a Kaiju though, and that happened to me at a regional indie, and I did not have an out to it. So we learned, and we can make it. So we're playing it. The Shekinaga is for the side, which we're getting to right now. Still playing Triple Chalice. You can fucking main this card. It's so good, honestly. Triple Cosmic. You can main this card too because it's super good. Triple Super Poly. This is for Shaddoll players, which there's a lot of people at my locals that are playing it. I'm assuming regionals as well still. But I literally haven't played anyone at my locals that's playing Shaddoll yet since I've put this in. So eventually I will, and it's just a blowout card. You can't tell me, like eating their board and putting a free train on board, like it's insane. Reboot 2 evenly, and then Triple Judgment. This is really good if you know that you're going first, because time is never like an issue with this deck, because you win like you can win in like 7 minutes most of the time if you're just hauling ass. Like your game 1 typically takes like at most 5 minutes. So I don't know, like game 3 time like shouldn't really be a crunch, and if it is, then just don't side in. But for the most part, like if you know that you're going first, it's just such a low card, and I've been finding success with it at locals. So I don't know, I like it. But yeah, that is the deck as of right now. Like I said, I'm getting ready to change a ton of shit in it and start taking it in a different direction. So I wanted to give my current build out there, so anyone that was looking for a solid build that they wanted to mess around with, had some inspiration, if you will, because this shit's art. So thanks. Build trains.